My name is Zelinna Pablo. I am a full-time research professor. I'm based in Sydney. I work with Torrens University, Australia, and my area of specialization is organizational management and theory. I very much enjoyed the opportunity to explore a novel topic of my choice, which is housing displaced persons. It's a unique opportunity, and it's a very rare and exciting opportunity as well. I enjoyed mingling and speaking and discussing with people who were very different from me because they were from different disciplines and from different continents and different countries, and yet we had the opportunity to come together because we all shared a passion for the topic. And I loved how the conversations unfolded in a very organic way because it meant that we could take it through different pathways and end up with some very, very surprising thoughts and topics. I thought that the biggest challenges would be conceptual or theoretical or academic. And it turns out those weren't the biggest challenges. We did have some very interesting conversations about specific words and phrases and how these were interpreted differently across the different disciplines. So things like quality would mean something different for myself and something different for a colleague. But that wasn't really challenging, it was just dynamic. I think the challenge was more geographical in bringing the team together. We had very ambitious targets. We wanted people from 5 continents. In the end, we succeeded in doing that, but you're bringing people from very far-flung areas, taking them away from their lives, so getting them here was a little bit of an exciting story, and yet in the end, it was really worth it. I spent 6 months preparing for this fellowship as the lead CI. And during those 6 months, I spent a lot of time preparing and worrying and trying to structure the upcoming activities. So I would say that in week 3, I know that on that Tuesday, I will be meeting with a public health expert. And so what are the questions that I would ask this person? So I had a lot of lists so that I could sort of scaffold the discussion. I know now that if you bring together the right group of people, it just unfolds in a very organic way, and the conversations are rich, and so you don't really have to structure anything very tightly at all. So I would probably worry less. I would probably prepare less structures. I would still prepare, but I would also make sure that I'm preparing in terms of having or creating spaces where conversations can just sort of emerge in a very, very flexible way. If there is a topic that you have been wanting to pursue that is close to your heart, I think maybe go for that, because ZIF is a wonderful opportunity where you can do that. I think it would be good to find the right people, the right mix, because if you're living with them for 4, 5, 6 weeks or 2 months, then you really have to have the right mix of people. These could be people you know well. I have colleagues here at ZIF whom I have known for 29 years, for example, but I also met with very new people whom I just met for the first time here, so that could be a mix of people. And I think it would be good to come in with a very high level of curiosity and humility so that you can open your eyes to what's happening beyond your own discipline. I think that I see things a bit more comprehensively now. I can still see my discipline, but now I see how it fits with other disciplines. Like I see how it overlaps with international law. I see how it interfaces with construction management. I see how it can inform public health. So that doesn't make me an expert in all of those disciplines, but I now have a bigger picture. I know I have a roadmap about where the interfaces and where the tensions actually lie. I know good people who are in those disciplines, so I know if I have a question about an area outside of my domain, I know that there are people whom I can trust and talk to about this.